So I have here a Risk of Rain 2 run, which is using MUL-T's new special ability, where he gets super slow and pulls out both of his weapons and goes daka daka daka. At least in this case. We are an hour in. This is towards the end of the third loop. I'm going to go for Mithrix on this one, I think, just because I'm getting a little bit tired of it. I feel like it's done. I can never remember if that one's a passive or not. I'm just going to pick up a bunch of transcendences here. So the things to note about this build are... we have an insane amount of attack speed. We have... now, this is the attack speed without any predatory instinct procs, of which we have 16 of them. So that's 33, I believe, for 12% attack speed each. It's a lot of attack speed. You'll probably see it briefly. Where's that boy? I want to kill that boy. Where's that void boy? I know you're here, I saw your effect on the floor. In conjunction with that ridiculous attack speed, we currently have 4 Shatter Spleens. 4 Shatter Spleens, of course, mean we are bleeding for, I think, 1,600% base damage. And also... things explode for 60% of their maximum health on kill. Which is a lot of damage. It's most of my crowd control. We have the Magma Worm Tooth and the Overloading Magma Worm Tooth, so we are calling down lightning and shitting out loads of balls. The damage numbers, as you can see, are a little egregious, almost. Blimey. I'm basically just running around looking for Shrines of the Mountain and the teleporter. Hey, it's another one. The last major component of the build is the armor stacking. We have a combination of the 500 armor from the Jade Elephant, which is permanently and automatically up due to the Gesture of the Drowned, combined with MUL-T's innate 20, which kind of isn't a whole lot. And when you go into his double weapon mode, he gains another 200 armor for a total of 720 plus whatever sundry you can pick up. This means that you are only taking 12.5%-ish of the damage you would otherwise receive. In addition to that, we have 20 teddies, so we're taking no damage like 70% of the time. And how many? 23 armor plating, so anytime we do take damage, we take 130 less, something like that. And we have a 100% chance to inflict a normal bleed, because I like to see that bleed number get stupidly big. And we have 10 stun grenades, which would normally give us a 50% chance to stun, but the multi-nail gun only has a 0.6 proc multiplier, so it is a 30% chance to stun. But given how fast we fire, everything is always stunned forever and always, as long as we're shooting it. Other items include, of course, the full crit package to make the... oh, we can go. Why am I standing around? To make the various attack speed and healing work. We have 57 leaf clover, just to make sure that those teeth proc a little bit more frequently, because I'm a sucker for that. And then a bunch of attack speed. We have a hammer because things start getting rather armoured, and in my experience, for something that hits as quickly as this does, with hits as small as this has, the hammer is basically perfect. It's ideal, and it's one of the best DPS ups I've been able to find. We have the Brilliant Behemoth because the explosions are great. They put that ledge there on purpose, come on. We have an Aegis to make sure we can overheal, because that's another 13,000 health. And we have a Sentient Meat Hook, so we can pull things together and deal with them a little bit more easily. The AoE on this build, it's fairly short range and it's fairly inaccurate, so if you're not hosing a pack of things, you can expect to miss a lot, and that can get a little frustrating. Gathering everything together into an area is much nicer. Oh, the thing affects these. That's really awkward. Okay, well I'm just going to cram myself up into here and hope that I don't need to do the shrinking ones. Though I may do them all just for the lulz. Final hurrah for this hour-long build. Cool. It's good to know that fire doesn't matter. It's going to really suck when Mithrix gets hold of all of this, eh? See, that's more like what I kind of expect from the spawn of this zone. I want that kind of intensity, but... what? Ooh, frame drops. Very nice. But quite often you just don't get it. I'm not going to bother picking any of these items up unless they're red, by the way. It's not necessary anymore. None of this is necessary. Oh, I fell out of my mode. Probably because I used my movement ability. The only thing I really have to be worried about are the Void Reapers, because as always they can insta-rip you out of the game. Which I'm increasingly not a fan of. I think that's pretty bullshit, even though there is a massive telegraph on it. But I suppose there's got to be something to threaten you, and if all that we can come up with is making sure you can't heal and adding an insta-gib, if that's the best we can do, that's the best we can do, I guess. We have at least 3 other pillars. I'm not going to bother hitting up any cauldrons. Obviously, I'm doing this with the Artifact of Command. So, I have been able to pick every item, even though I've mispicked a couple of them. I see no need to change things up now. Some people may think the Artifact of Command is cheating. Kind of is. Don't really care. How on earth am I going to do this? At least it charges very quickly, but fuck me. In R, am I more resilient to knockback? Not enough to actually get to it, I don't think. Standing on top is not close enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep... oh, this is really awkward. Okay, I'm not doing any more of these. Kind of I'm half tempted to go and try and see if I can activate another pillar despite this one being active, because this is some intense bullshit right here. Oops, I've overshot it. Oh my god. I can get like 3% and then I'm knocked back fucking days. Yeah, even in those overlapping zones, I assume that damage stacks. If it doesn't, it's the same as 1, and we can stand in there indefinitely. If it does, then we can stand in at least 5 of them, which is pretty cool. The amount of damage reduction we have is intense overkill. I'm kind of anticipating losing to Mithrix with all of this shit. It's pretty silly. My main hope is that I get a bunch of stuff back very quickly with the relatively high rate of fire that fucking siege mode double nail guns provides before I die. That's like the only thing I've got going for me, really. Dear fucking Christ, we're nearly done. Go on, there we go. Right, never again with that. Never fucking again. That was awful. What we got going on elsewhere? Got any of those blood pillars? Oh, fuck. Oh, that one. Oh, well, we're going over here now. Ooh, you can land on that. I have specifically not picked up Aurelionite. I've done the gold shrine 2 or 3 times this run. You can't even use them if you have Transcendence. Interesting. Yeah, I've specifically not picked up Aurelionite to see if I can do it without the Guardian's assistance, or whatever he calls her. If you haven't had the chance to do the fight with an Aurelionite, give it a go. It's different, and that's interesting, and something that you should see at least one. Am I going to be able to get over there? This is the one downside of MUL-T. If you don't, or one of the many downsides of MUL-T, he's a polarizing one, I feel. But if you don't get reasonable movement items, and obviously here I just have movement speed. Ah, fuck it, I can't be bothered. I just have movement speed. He's very unwieldy, especially when he's using his movement ability. It does get you places very quickly, but oh boy. Right, need to be careful here. I've both missed that landing and gotten wedged in that shield before, and it's very unfortunate. We're going to get right up to him. We're going to hit R. We're going to not care about any of his damage, I hope. And just, I mean, look at those fireballs. That is a glorious thing, is it not? Yeah, didn't care about that. Didn't even break our overshield. He has 2,000 bleeds on him, I think. 3,000 bleeds on him, somewhere in that region. I think I saw it break onto a new line, which was quite fun. One thing to be careful of with the nail gun is that it does have a very limited range. Indeed, the flying chimera, I believe, can outrange you. They won't, because they aren't smart enough to attack you from maximum range. But I believe they can, or it's very close. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000 bleeds. You can just about see it if you squint. And then all his bleeds all his bleeds reset? Oh, that is very uncool. Do I care about this? I mean, it's going to be blocked 70% of the time. Right, that's that phase. Right, let's see if we can take him then, after he sucks us off for all we're worth. This is the bit that I'm worried about, because we've just lost most of our stuff. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh, okay. Okay. Got any green equipment? Oh fuck. Oh, I went out of tank mode and of course lost all of the armor. Oh. Which means I collected 0 items. Oh well. Maybe next time.